Sleep Lay family, we have cracked the code. What code am I talking about? A lot of you have heard or experienced already the Airmini struggle with leakage and all this noise that's coming out of the connections where the Humidex goes. Also, I had a patient yesterday, high patient, I can't say no names, but he was having a top connecting mask with the Airmini. It was causing a ton of noise. We resolved the issue yesterday, okay? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna get into this two ways. The first one is if you are using an Airmini tubing, all you're gonna do is simply, just like you would anyways, take the gray side, snap it in there, okay? The other end, and this is also if you wanna use your own mask, because a lot of times people were calling up like, can I use my own mask? I'm like, if you use your own mask, you can get a connector, which I'll show you, and a standard tube, but you're gonna go ahead and do away with the humidity. Well, we fixed that problem, okay? And so on this end here, if you're using the CPAP tube or the Airmini tubing and you wanna use your own mask, what you're gonna do is, or any mask, you can go ahead and use this Snuggle Airmini Connector Pro. Okay, we just came out with it, and so you're gonna stick it in here and twist it just like you would with the Humidex. This end here, your mask can go. Also, if you want to use your own mask and get the humidity still, what I'm telling people and patients are, what we have is this HME, this heat moisture exchange by Bria's, okay? Now, it was on the original machines, and what I was doing is saying, listen, we can use our own mask and get humidity at the same time by using this. So what you're gonna do is, this is gonna go in here, and the other end is going to connect to your mask. Very simple, okay? So you're now using your own mask with the Airmini and the Airmini tubing, and you're getting humidity at the same time, okay? So the next option we have, once we disconnect this Airmini tubing, okay, and also this heat moisture exchange I showed you, we're going to set this aside, all right? If you want to use the standard tube with your own mask for some reason, any reason, maybe you don't want to buy this Airmini tubing, it's a little more pricey. If you want to buy a standard tube, go on sleeplay.com, they're about $6. It's nice and affordable, but what you're going to do is if you're using a standard tube, and this is really what I was telling people initially before this Airmini Connecting Pro came out, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and get the regular Airmini connector by Snuggle, okay? What you're going to do, just like the Airmini tubing that snaps in, this will mimic it. You're just going to snap it in. Now you're able to use a standard hose, okay? You don't need to use the Airmini tubing. What you're going to do is the rubber end here, you're going to go ahead and wiggle that on there. The other end, you would connect it straight to the mask. Any mask of choice, you can use any mask now with your Airmini. You're not assigned a certain mask. That's something that I really don't like, that you need to use a certain tube. You have to use specific masks. I don't like being under the gun or told to do something. I want to be able to do what I want to do, use a mask I want to use. So that's one thing I don't like about the whole Airmini situation. But what you do is you use a standard tube. You can either connect it right to the mask if you're not using humidity. But if you want to use humidity now, you can buy the HME, heat moisture exchange. You're going to go ahead and stick the small end into the tube, other end right up to the mask. And now you can use your own mask with humidity. Another thing is, this is going to eliminate a lot of noise because you're not going to have the connectors that are connecting together with the heat moisture exchange, okay? The Humidex. And so you're not going to get that noise out of the exhalation ports. Also, the top connecting mask, as we found out, using the Airmini Pro connector is eliminating that noise. It's resolving the issue, okay? And so just a couple things of insight, some little tricks of the trade to get rid of the noise and the problems that you're having with the Airmini. Be able to use your own mask, use the humidity at the same time or whatnot. So once again, as an overview, okay, if you're using the CPAP Airmini tubing and you want to use your own mask, you would get the Airmini Pro connector by Snuggle, connect it to the end of the tubing, use your own mask. If you want the humidity, you add the HME, the heat moisture exchange, okay? If you want to use the standard tube, you get the regular Airmini connector by Snuggle, connect the standard tube, you connect it directly to your mask. If you want to use the humidity, you get the HME, the heat moisture exchange on sleeplay.com, and you're good to go, okay? It's also going to eliminate the noise as well. That's the main thing people are having concerns with. If you need any information on any one of these products, please click the links below. So Sleep Lay family, once again, if you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you next week.